Hello everyone, my name is Tony Favors, President of NETABSE, Northeast Texas Alliance for Black School Educators. Welcome to our 5th annual NETABSE Middle School Conference. We're excited to have you with us today. We have a fun session planned just for you. 3 main priorities for NETABSE are promote careers in education to the underserved populations in Texarkana, USA by providing a middle school conference. 2, continue to study hard and do well, and you have an opportunity to receive an NETABSE scholarship in the name of Dan Haskins, a vital charter member of NETABSE. In addition to the Dan Haskins Scholarship, you have an opportunity to receive a scholarship from TASB, Texas Alliance for Black School Educators, the state alliance. B, this year, our NETABSE scholarship recipient is Montreal, Denmark, Texas High School recipient. And 3, increase awareness from each school district in Texarkana, USA. Now we discuss the sessions. I would like to highlight the conference program, Introduction to NETABSE and the Middle School Conference, activities by PATH, Crown, and BSA, lessons learned from TikTok, activities again from our students, PATH, Crown, and BSA. Session 1, what's next? Life after high school. Session 2, the balancing act. And closing activities from PATH, Crown, and BSA. Special thanks to the following sponsors: Liberty Islo, Pleasant Grove, Texas High, Texarkana, Arkansas School Districts, Texarkana College, Texas A&M University, Texarkana, Patterson Foundation. Many thanks to the participating school districts. Special thanks to the district superintendents and the NETABSE board and members for their dedication and assistance with the middle school conference event and success. Make sure you get with your teachers and complete the middle school conference survey after the conference for an opportunity to win prizes. Yes, winners will be notified. Now stay tuned, pay attention, and let's have fun.
Hey guys, my name is Keelan Moore and I'm a PATH member.
Hey guys, my name is Philip Barnes. I'm a PATH mentor.
Now I know what you're thinking. You're sitting in your classroom seat and I know you're bored, but listen, we got something planned for you today. Tell them, Philip.
All right guys, get out your seat. We're gonna have a rock, paper, scissors challenge around the classroom, guys. You guys just set up, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right guys, first round, I'm gonna let you guys get set up and just wait for you guys to get all ready.
Now don't take too long, we'll only give you 30 seconds.
Oh, I think everyone's set up. Let's do it, around the room.
Come on, Philip.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, snap, I won. Dang, Philip, try again better next time. Hey, how did you guys do? Don't forget, if you're still tired, you got one more round. Hey, Philip, how you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Philip, I hope they're doing amazing.
You guys,
on, Philip, you ready for that third round?
Third round, let's do it.
Third round's a charm, Philip. Ready?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, it's a tie. Hey, guys, remember, keep being great. We have fun playing with you.
All right.
Fishing pole, grill it in. Word, hold on. It's me and my friends. Go, bud. Word, you know what I'm saying? Walk in, walk out, let's go. Word. Hey, walk it out, walk it out. Word, yeah.
Good morning. By now you're wondering what is going on because you just saw a horrible TikTok video. My name is Lee Williams and I'm the Director of Admissions in the Educational Opportunity Center at Texarkana College and a member of NETABSE. And I'm excited to be able to give you a couple of tidbits today to motivate you as you continue your education as a middle school student. And so I thought we could learn some lessons even from TikTok, because in life you can learn lessons from just about anything. And so that first TikTok was my take one. And take one brought me this point. Keep going even if you make a mistake the first time. We will make mistakes in lives. And how we make mistakes in life, one is we have to be willing to admit to our mistakes. When we're willing to admit to our mistakes, it means we're honest. It means we have integrity. So it's okay to make mistakes. Admit to your mistakes, be willing to admit to your mistakes, and keep focused on your mission. All of us have a mission. Your mission right now is to be successful in middle school. Your mission right now is to get good grades in school. Your mission right now is to be active citizens, even at your young age. And so keep focused on your mission. I got this quote from Rita Dove that says, there are times in life when instead of complaining, you do something about your complaints. And so we got to be able to stop complaining, and we have to be able to motivate ourselves to move forward. So that was my take one. I'm now going to try take two on TikTok.
Fishing pole, grill it in. Work, hold on. It's me and my friends. Go, bud. Work, you know what I'm saying? Walk in, walk out, let's go. Work. Hey, walk it out, walk it out. Work,
Yeah, much better, much better. And you know why my take two was better? Because I was willing to ask for help. Take two, be willing to ask for help. And when you're asking for help, one of the most important things that you do is you communicate. Leaders and everybody on this virtual conference today is a leader. Leaders must communicate. Leaders must communicate, but they also must be able to listen. And so asking for help makes you a leader that's able to articulate that you need help to get this task done. I needed help to get that TikTok done. And so leaders communicate, they listen. Let your teachers know what's going on. So often we isolate ourselves, or we lock ourselves out from people, and we kind of distance ourselves, and we don't let people know what's going on. Let people know when you need help or when you're having a bad or a tough day, so that they can know how to help you. And lastly, listen to instructions. Whenever you're asking for help, the person who's going to give you the help may have more knowledge than you do. Brianna, she knew how to do a TikTok, and so she helped me through to be able to get my point across through that TikTok video. So take one, keep going even if you make a mistake the first time. Take two, be willing to ask for help. I think I'm ready for my final TikTok video. Take three.
Burn away all carbon beam, knock your legs off. Try to get away from me. Had to stand off. Hit him in the spine. Knock his dreads off. My orders just caught a body. I nicknamed them Randy Moss. Thugging in my Reeboks. Ride with a G-Shock. I heard he shot. Truckles make a...
Yeah. Okay, I admit, that was good. That was good. And I brought in even more people to help me out. And so take three reminds us that we have to be able to learn from our victory. And when we learn from our victory, we also have to be able to keep moving forward. Don't allow just one victory to be your ultimate victory in life and then you stop working. You guys still, after middle school, have high school. And then for some of you, you will go on to college to get a certificate or a degree. For others, will get masters. There's probably somebody on this virtual conference right now who's going to be our next president, who's going to be our next doctor, our next lawyer, our next politician, whatever it is. Don't let this one victory be your end. Allow your victory to be your motivation to keep going forward. Michael Jordan says this: he can't accept failure because everyone fails at something, but he can't accept not trying. We're all going to fail. But even though we fail, we got to learn from our mistakes. We have to be willing to ask for help. We have to learn from the victory. But even when we do the victory, we have to be able to keep moving forward. Each of you all on this virtual conference today, you inspire me. You inspire me because you motivate me to continue to be able to work in higher education, to be able to provide opportunities for you. You inspire your teachers. Every day you come to school and you listen and you learn and you're actively engaged. So you are inspiring us just like we're inspiring you. So take one, keep going, even if you make a mistake the first time. Take two, be willing to ask for help. Take three, learn from the victory, but keep moving forward. My final quote comes from somebody who 3 weeks ago is like 21 years old, and she actually recited a poem at the inauguration a couple of weeks ago. And this is her quote. She says, "For while we have our eyes on the future, history has its eyes on us." History has its eyes on you. I have my eyes on you. I have my eye on you, and I'm excited to have my eye on you because I know you're going to be successful. Keep going even if you make a mistake. Be willing to ask for help. Learn from the victory, but keep evolving. Keep moving forward. Lessons learned from TikTok.
Good morning. How's everyone doing? My name is Catherine.
My name is Medina.
I'm Jada.
And we're all from CROWN, and CROWN stands for Creating and Reclaiming Opportunities for Women Nationally.
We not only hold different workshops on campus to enlighten and engage our students, but we also provide different resources for them to adhere to.
Not only is it an organization, but it's also a safe haven for students who don't have a support system at home.
I know you guys have a lot of activities for today, but I'm not going to take too much of your time. This activity that we're presenting to you is going to take a lot of energy, a lot of courage, and a lot of dance moves.
Yes, so we know there's this one student who always is dancing. Point that boy out, point that girl out who is always dancing, can outdance anybody.
Now, once you hear the music rolling, I'm going to need you to go to the front of the room and show off your dance moves.
I think they need a demonstration.
You think so? Okay. Let's go ahead and show them out how it's supposed to be done. Y'all ready? I'm gonna need y'all to turn up. I'm gonna need y'all to have energy.
Yes.
I done came in here with 217.
You ready, Medina?
Say something.
Okay, Medina. Hey, what?
We get turned up.
The music, come on. Hey.
We get turned
Whoa.
up. We get turned up.
Hold on.
Hey, this young. We get turned up. We get turned up. We get turned up.
Okay.
We get turned up. Okay, little twin turn up.
What's up? Where y'all at? Let's see y'all.
So I hope you guys had a little demonstration of what we just showed you guys and understood everything. Now it's up to you.
Slide to the left, RP the bankroll, that's how I'm feeling. Man, I always tell my mama I'ma get $1 million. I could never ever settle, I need everything. Team twin, hot spot, into 17.
With my friends, we get turned up. We get turned up. We get turned up. And with my friends, we get turned up. We get turned up. We get turned up. Hey,
This how we.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Stark. I am Associate Principal for College and Career Readiness at Texas High School, and I'm so pleased today to be joining you at the Middle School Conference. I'm sorry we can't be in person, but I'm glad we're getting to put this together and share some great information with you all. And so let's get started. I'm going to be starting about building your foundation for your future. So one of my favorite quotes, a quote I want you guys to remember, if you remember nothing else about this presentation, I want you to remember this quote. Nothing is impossible for you. The word itself says, I'm possible. So let's start thinking about your future. I know as 8th grade students, you're thinking your future career or college is a long way off. But the things you start doing today will help you get prepared to have the most successful future for yourself. So let's talk about education, and I mean education beyond high school. So that your high school diploma, when you walk across that stage as a senior, that is just a starting point in your education to finish off and finish strong for a future career that you will love and be passionate about for many, many years to come. So let's talk about earnings power. If you graduate with an academic associate's degree, that is where you've graduated from high school and you've gone to a community college for about 2 years, you can graduate with an academic associate's. The average pay for someone with an academic associate's is about $20,000 a year. If you continue your education for another 2 years, so earn a 4-year degree, a 4-year bachelor's degree, you can double your annual salary every year. So that doubles to about $39,000 a year. A technical associate's could be just 2 years beyond high school, and that's about $50,000. The reason why sometimes that money sounds a little bit higher than a bachelor's, those jobs tend to have maybe more risk, more danger, more manual labor that you may not be able to do for the long term, but still great paying jobs for you to start out with. Then a master's degree is beyond a 4-year bachelor's degree. It's a lot of, if you're in education, sometimes you may go and earn a master's degree in a program, and that can pay about $63,000 a year, which is a great pay to help you provide and pay for your family. We are really encouraging our students by the year 2030, we want Texans to have that 4-year degree, something beyond high school, because 60% of Texans need to have this, because 60% of the jobs in the future are going to require some kind of education beyond high school. So we're closing the gap. We want Texas to compete with the world. And so we want our students thinking now to know that they need to prepare to have some college, something beyond high school. So let's look at the best jobs for 2020. Let's look at some of these. You see physician's assistant. That is someone who has at least 4 years of college plus some more training, and they work and help and work underneath the physician and help take care of health. A software developer works on programming programs for different computer applications. Veterinarian works with different animals. Data scientist, dentist, speech language pathologist, statistician, physician, information security analysis. What do a lot of those have in common? Have you guys heard of STEM? Science, technology, engineering, mathematics? The best jobs in 2020 and for several years to come, all of these involve science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. That is where a lot of the future success can be if that's what you want to dream about. So let's think about those jobs. Then once you think about those jobs, you've got to think, where can you get your education to do that? And I polled some of the students. I work at Texas High School. I polled some of the students there and asked them where they want to attend college. And a lot of them like to start their career out at Texarkana College, get their 2-year degree, and then move on somewhere else. Some start at Texas A&M Texarkana. Others like to go away from home and go to the University of Arkansas, University of Texas, Texas A&M and College Station, and various others. You can look through the list. There's lots of ways to get yourself educated. So when you're thinking about college, I know as 8th graders, it's a lot to kind of comprehend, but I want you to think about the different things that you need to be doing over the next 4 years so that you're ready to apply for college when the time comes. You need to take an ACT or an SAT sometime during high school. This is a test kind of like your end of course test that you take or STAR test that you take now. And it just kind of determines your aptitude and your readiness for college. There's lots of prep materials out there, so make sure you prep before you take the test. And this is a test you'll probably not take until you're a junior in high school. Then think about your strength of curriculum. Colleges are going to look to see how hard were the classes that you're taking, how rigorous were they, how prepared are you for college. So a lot of you may be taking some pre-AP classes now. As you move into high school, plan to take more pre-AP classes, honors classes, dual credit classes where you can get college credit and high school credit at the same time. That strength of curriculum that you take throughout your high school years will help you better prepare for college. Keep your GPA up. Colleges like to see A's, so make as many A's as you possibly can. By making A's, you can also improve your class rank. Most high schools rank their students. The person with the highest best grades is usually the top of the class. That's the number one person, also called a valedictorian. So you want to be at the top of your class as high as you can possibly be. So focus on that. Also, participate in extracurricular activities and programs. A lot of times when you participate in these programs, they build your leadership skills. They help you become friends with other people that you might not otherwise have. And it's a good place to learn about a future career. Something you're passionate and enjoy doing in high school could turn into a career for your future. Volunteer community service. That's so important for all of us to try to give back to our communities. And colleges are looking for students who are willing to serve and do things for others. So it's a win-win for everyone. Also think about letters of recommendation and references. Who are people in your life that will help recommend you, help mentor you, and help you on your way to college? These are probably going to be teachers that will write these recommendations. So make sure you build those strong, positive relationships with your teachers. A lot of times we may not like writing those essays in high school or at your age right now, but your good writing skills will help you prepare for college as well. And interviewing skills, talking to people, knowing how to answer questions, saying positive things about yourself, and helping you get noticed through interviewing is a good way for colleges to get to know who you are and know who to give that scholarship money to. And those are the things that colleges are looking for all of you. So now you know you may want to go to college. You want one of those STEM careers, maybe even, and you're thinking about it. Well, how do you decide which one you want to go to? I think the best way to decide on where to go to college is to take a college visit. So many colleges now during the pandemic have been closed and you couldn't go on some tours. I really feel like hopefully by summer they'll be opening up and you can take those visits again. But one neat thing is they've put a lot more information online where you can Google a particular college and you can go and attend an information session where they may have, a 15, 20-minute video telling you a little bit about their college and maybe even doing a virtual campus tour. So go check those out if you can't visit in person. Talk about financial aid. Talk about that to your parents. How much is it going to cost to go to school and how are you going to pay for it? Remember, it's not impossible. There's always a way to financially afford to go to school. Don't let that stop you from attending your college. So talk with other students, other friends, family members who have gone to college. And then one really cool thing is you can Google 60 questions to ask on your college tour. That will give you some ideas of things to think about. So let's say maybe you're not quite sure that college is ready for you. There are other ways to get training after high school that you can consider to help you get a career that's really rewarding to you. Some jobs offer on-the-job training. So some careers require that. You may have to pass an aptitude test and then receive some formal training by your employer. There's also apprenticeship training, which means you're paired with someone else who's been doing the job much longer than you have. You may have to complete some classroom work on the job, and you earn less wages at the time while you're being the apprentice, but you're learning that skill or that trade. Some jobs such as that could be a dental laboratory technician, mechanics, heavy equipment operators, carpenters, welders, and electricians. Sometimes if you go to a vocational school training or go to a junior college first and get a certificate or some training, you might eliminate the need for that apprenticeship training. It just depends on the particular job. Also, some students receive training while they're in the military. They join the military out of high school and they go and they're trained on over 140 occupations to choose from. And they can have a lot of skills, and those skills can be transferred into civilian jobs after you leave the military. So service members, while you're there, you receive basic pay, and sometimes there are allowances where you can go to college while you're still serving in the military. So a lot of students find this to be a very positive option for them. Some certificate trainings, like I mentioned before, some programs, there are community college where you can go to school and maybe for 6 months after high school, or maybe sometimes up to a year, and you receive a certificate. That certificate shows that you have completed the skills necessary to do a particular job. Some jobs like that could be a pharmacy technician, dental hygienist, paralegals, computer repairers, floral designs, and medical assistants. So lots of different opportunities there as well from certificates. There's also associate's degree training. You can get a degree at a community college for 2 years and then use that to transfer to a 4-year university to finish off your degree. So that can help you prepare for a specific degree. Some examples for that might be an office manager, a licensed vocational nurse, sometimes called LVNs, respiratory therapist, forestry technicians, interior designers, forensic science technicians, and medical assistants. I just want you to think about exploring all of your options. There's so much out there for you as 8th graders and plenty of time for you to explore over the next 4 years before you graduate from high school. Explore everything, dream big, and remember, nothing is impossible. Even the word itself says, I'm possible. And again, my name is Betty Stark, and I'm with Texas High School. I'm sharing with you my email address. I would love if you would reach out to me if you have any questions from this presentation, and I wish you the best of luck over your high school years. Thank you for this time.
Right. Hello, everybody. I am Shasta Hansen, a teacher here at Texas Middle School, and I am with Maddie Wiley, who is this year's Student Council President, and we're going to present a little bit about time management and balancing everything inside and outside of school. So I'm going to ask Maddie some questions, and she and I are going to formulate a plan and help you figure out how to stay organized, stay motivated, and balance all of the activities that you have. So we'll start with Maddie. What activities are you involved in inside and outside of school?
I'm involved in soccer, student council, and cheer.
Okay, and how do you keep up with all those activities?
I keep up with everything on my calendar on my phone.
So you keep it all digital?
Yes, ma'am.
And what would happen if you didn't have your phone? How would you stay organized then?
I would keep a paper planner with me.
A paper planner. I also keep a paper planner. I keep things in my phone because I need the notification to sound. And I like a paper planner because I like to be able to look at everything all at once and not just one day at a time. So, Maddie, you are in 8th grade this year. Where did you learn your time management skills?
I learned them from my mom.
And what does your mom do?
She's an assistant superintendent in Hope.
So she's got a lot of stuff going on too, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, is it easy or hard to keep yourself organized?
It's easy.
It's easy. How do you make it easy?
I put everything down and it's always organized. It's never like jumbled up.
Okay, so if you could have any advice for 8th graders like yourself, what would you tell them about staying organized?
As soon as you know you have something, make sure you put it down in your planner so you don't forget.
Very good. So that is where we'll stop with Maddie, and we'll pick back up in just a second with another student council member. Thank you, Maddie. All right, guys, we're back with the student council historian for this year, Rainey Cochran, and we're going to chat with her about how she stays organized. So, Rainey, what all are you involved in inside and outside of school?
I do StudCo, school cheer, and outside competitive cheer.
Okay, so how do you keep up with all that? How do you stay organized?
I plan ahead, I talk to my mom, I have a calendar, I lay it all out and figure out what I'm doing for that week.
Is it easier for you to, you said you lay it all out, is it easier for you to look at it like on a paper planner or on like a wall calendar, or do you use your phone mostly?
I use a wall calendar.
Me too. Maddie likes to use her phone, but I like a paper planner. I like to be able to see everything.
Sometimes I write notes in my phone.
I write notes in my phone, and I set alarms in my phone. I need timers. If I have to do something, if it isn't in my phone, there's a 1000% chance it will not happen. That's why I have all my bills on automatic pay. I will forget to pay everything if I don't set a reminder in my phone. And where did you learn your time management skills?
My mom.
Your mom helps. And you said your mom works at the hospital. What does she do there?
She does physician relationships.
Okay, so she's got to stay organized too.
Yes.
And are you the only child at home?
No.
No, so she's got to have the organizational skills to keep more than one child at all the activities, right? So with you and Maddie have both mentioned that you have parental help, specifically from your mom, and you use some sort of calendar. And then what would you say is some good advice for 8th graders or teenagers trying to stay, keeping all their time balanced and staying on top of all their activities?
Do your work on time ahead and check if you have anything to do. Always make sure, ask your teacher stuff. Just get your stuff done.
So don't wait till the last minute? Definitely don't wait till the last minute. All right, well, we will stop here and jump back on in a second with our next StudCo member. Thanks, Rainey. So we are back with our STUCO Vice President, Lauren Friday, and we're gonna ask her some of the same questions that you've heard from Maddie and Rainey. So Lauren, why don't you tell us what activities you're involved in inside and outside of school?
So I'm involved in student council and cheer inside of school, and then I do recreational dance, and I'm a part of the First Baptist Ambassadors at their church. So I help out a lot around there.
And that sounds like a lot of stuff. How do you make sure you have time for it all? How do you stay
So
organized?
I'll like prioritize which ones I need to get done first. So I will do my schoolwork, and I will go to, after I get done with that, I will do dance, and I will see if there's anything I need to help out with anywhere else. And then after that, I can just do whatever I want.
Okay, so you got to do what you have to do before you do what you want to do. That was the saying in my house growing up, because I was always involved in a bunch of stuff too. And what would happen if you lost your calendar or your planner or your phone? How would you function?
I usually have like maybe like I print out another like sheet, because I have this binder, but I don't know what I would do. I would probably just try to remember what I had done.
And Lauren said she uses a paper planner instead of a digital planner, so she keeps backup copies of the pages that she'd need to print. And where did you learn your time management and your organizational skills?
My mom, she's really organized, so she helped me figure out all my stuff.
Right, and organization is part of your mom's job. What did you say she does?
My mom is a coordinator for instructional services at TISD.
So it's important for her to be organized and balance all of her time as well. Do you think it is easy or hard to make time for all the things that you have to make time for?
If you do it correctly and you have like a good system worked out, it should be easy, but if you don't have anything, it's probably gonna be hard.
It would be pretty hard, yeah. And how do you make time for your social life? Where do friends fit into all this?
So after I get everything done that I need to do after like schoolwork and dance and church and cheer, then I can like get on my phone and I'm free to do basically whatever.
So you use your phone to keep in touch with your friends, because that's important. You have to have relationships. And then what about self-care? How do you keep your own head on straight, and how do you make sure that you are prioritizing yourself and you don't get burned out?
So I make sure that if like I'm feeling tired or anything, I feel like I'm not gonna like perform my best, like say like dance or like helping out at the church, then I'll like call in before and I'll be like, hey, I'm feeling kind of tired, I won't be able to come in today. So you
make yourself a priority. Yeah, definitely don't forget to make yourself a priority. So that is where we'll stop with Lauren, and we'll catch up with our secretary, Layla, in just a minute. Hey guys, it's Miss Hanson again, and I'm back with our final STUCO officer. This is Layla Tubia, and she is the secretary this year. So I'm gonna ask Layla some of the same questions with a couple of different questions as we've asked the other ladies, and see how she balances all of her time and obligations. So we'll start off with the same question. So Layla, what activities are you involved in inside and outside of school?
I'm involved in theater and dance outside of school, and then in school I'm in STUCO, theater, and science club.
Okay, so how do you keep all of that straight? All of your commitments with school and outside responsibilities, how do you keep your schedule organized?
Well, I tell my parents, and I memorize basically my whole schedule to make sure that I don't forget anything. And sometimes I'll write it down if like, because I'm like one of those people who, if I write it, I'll remember it even though I don't need to look back at it.
That helps me too. And I also like to make a list, and I like to cross things off my list. So I keep a paper planner because I like to cross off or highlight things that I've done. Makes me feel accomplished. And where did you learn your scheduling skills from, or your organizational skills from?
My mom.
And what does she do? Does her job require her to be super organized?
She's a physician and
So,
family
yeah.
doctor, so
Super important.
She balances her work life, then coming home, working, and then taking care of me.
So you've got an in-house example of how to balance all those things, right? And is it easy or hard to keep all this organized and balanced?
It's hard due to the fact like I go from school to theater to like 8, 9 o'clock, and then I go to dance, and then I come home like 10 o'clock and do homework. And then I gotta go to bed, take a shower and stuff like that.
So is it easy to maintain friendships and relationships right now?
With COVID, it's hard to like say, hey, do you wanna go hang at the park or something? Because my friends' moms are like, not sure we wanna do that.
Yeah.
But we FaceTime often and text to make sure everything's okay with each other.
Okay. And how do you factor in self-care? How do you make sure that you're taken care of, and with all those different activities, how do you keep from getting burned out?
I take my weekends and I sleep through them.
So you just allot weekend time to sleep?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is it with the STUCO officers, and I hope you guys got some really good advice on how you can enter high school with a plan on how to keep your time balanced with your responsibilities and your social life. Thank you.
Never let anybody dull your light. You are you, and that is your power.
Hi guys, I'm really happy and excited that you guys had a fantastic time today. I encourage you guys to be steadfast in your studies going on forward. Personally myself, I just recently am about to graduate with an engineering degree, and I can say without a doubt these are the formative years that you need to focus and stay ready. And again, I thank you for being attentive during this whole program, and I hope you guys have a good day.
Whatever you dream of, whatever is in your heart, whatever gives you passion, whatever gives you life, and whatever comes to your mind, make sure that you dream big and do not let your fear get in the way of anything. Do not let yourself be the one to hold you back from anything and accomplishing what you want to do.
Hey guys, recently I just graduated high school and came to college, so I know what it's like to move from place to place. And don't forget to always be yourself.
Remember to be as beautiful on the inside as you are on the outside.
Thank you, NETABSE. And don't forget to do that survey.